Yeah. Say this one won't start. Let's find out. Turns over, no start. But is it fuel or is it electrical? Do you know? We're about to go find out. This old mower is famous already. If y'all look back, we did a head on this thing, and I made that bracket right there because the original tied the big old dadgum car looking muffler to an aluminum head. T-Bone fixed the doggone thing though, didn't he? Y'all go back and check out that video. Y'all got you one of them yet? That's my handy dandy little sprayer, and I put 50 to 1 in it. That way I can start 4 strokes, 2 strokes. It don't matter. It'll work for anything. All right, let's give her a little shot. Runs and dies. It still could be electrical. It could be fuel. What's wrong with this one? I don't know. I ain't diagnosed it yet. See if I can get it in the shop. No, I ain't pushing it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I know there's junk all over this golf cart. I'm working on that building out yonder for y'all for T-Bone After Hours. Y'all go subscribe. Come on. Come on. Now maybe. Yeah. Push him in, drive him out. Hopefully. Hoo-wee. Now, there's a couple reasons I say it could be electrical. Some engines have an oil sensor. That could shut it off. Or it could be that little solenoid right there on the bottom of the carburetor. See there? If that ain't working, that's electrical, right? Well, sort of, partially. So if you listen real close, as I turn that key on, you can hear it, but it's hard to reach, but you can reach over. In this case, you got to reach all the way over, and you can feel it clicking on and off. So we know that's working. So y'all hear me talk about it all the time. I always say simple things first. So what's the most simple thing to do next? Let's see if it's getting fuel to the carburetor. Push this line off. What's my other rule? Careful visual inspection. Be observant. Well, what did you observe, T-Bone, just doing that? I'll show you. So, right there, I noticed something. Inside of that fuel line is dry. There should have been gas coming out right there. Let's figure out why. Let's think about this. If it's dry right there, what's the first thing you want to check? Let's check if this darn thing got any gas in it. If that's all it is, it's going to be a pretty daggum short video, huh? Uh-oh. Yeah, it looks like about that much in there. Yeah, I figured y'all can't see down in there. So these geniuses at Exmark decided it's a good idea to put these engines in sideways. I just don't understand why. That's just stupid. So that makes it really hard to get to your fuel pump, and even more gooder fun, putting in a spark plug. Another case where the dang designers of this stupid thing, they the ones ain't got to work on it, do they? Well, I'm gonna pull this fuel pump off just so it's easier to get these fuel lines, and I get this cover here out of the way. It just pops in. And it comes out like that. Now what I want to look at is our pulse line that goes into the valve cover. Is it cracked or anything? Can y'all see it right there? Looks pretty good. I am taking a couple extra steps just so people that can't see, now they can see what's going on. I'll pop this fuel line off, and what we're going to do is, because that fuel is so low, we'll pull the gas cap off, we'll blow a little air back through there and see, is it blowing bubbles out the gas tank. I'm going to pull it off down here because I don't want to blow backwards through that fuel filter and push dirt down in there. Maybe it's just a stopped up fuel filter. But y'all get to see me take it all apart just for you. That's dry too. So there's gas coming out that way. That's open. That's dry as a popcorn fart. Can you believe that? All right, I'm gonna blow some air in there now. Y'all watch. See it? Now, it's a good possibility. Ooh, look at here. Look what I just seen. Right here on the front. Of the fuel pump, that's supposed to be a screen right there. Look at that. That thing is stopped up. If that's stopped up, that diaphragm can't go it can't pump fuel if it ain't got the air leaf in there. I don't know if that's what's wrong. I think we got a bad fuel pump. That's stopped up that way. I always check these fuel lines too. You know why? Because I tell you to. No, because they can look fine on the outside and deteriorate from the inside. That's perfect. So yeah, I'm gonna check that fuel pump, but first, let's do one more little thing I can show you to do. Take your air blower, put over and blow into the tank from the fill, and we should see fuel coming out back there. All right, y'all watch this hose right here. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. All right, here we go. Well, did any gas come out of it? I can't hear you. Yep, it's wet down in there. So now what I'm gonna do, we're gonna hook this fuel pump back up and make sure that this pump is pumping. So we're gonna have to get it hooked back up to our pulse line too. All right, so let's go ahead and put a new fuel filter on it. They want this thing serviced and everything while it's here anyway, so let's do that. Alrighty. That way this is out of the way. And I'll come back and I'll take a magic Sharpie. I'll write on here the date and the hours. All right, so I'm just gonna kind of stick this back in here for now, because I'm planning on, I think I'm gonna replace it anyway, just because there's dirt and stuff there. All right, I'm gonna crank it over while y'all watch and let me know if fuel comes out. You got to holler louder. I couldn't hear you last time. All right, here we go. Well, it ain't pumping, is it? So we're about to put us a new fuel pump on this thing, which is why I didn't put the clamps on it a minute ago, because I kind of figured that's what was going to happen, which I knew I was going to put one on here anyway, whether it worked or not. All right, let's pop this right on here. I'll move these clamps up later. Let's make sure that this doggone thing is going to pump. I can't see what I'm doing. Did it go down in there? There we go. All right, we're going to try this one more again. That might take a minute, you know, but let's see if we get some fuel out of it. All right, here we go. There it goes. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. Let's put that other fuel line on. Where did it go? There it is. What'd I do with my pliers? All right, I'm just gonna stick this back up on here, and we're gonna make sure she's gonna run. I'm sure she will now. She got some gas. Now I can't see what I'm doing. Just there it goes. There's on the carburetor. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get these clamps on. Cause you know what? Just cause I'm gonna get the needle nose for that one. Hey, did y'all click that subscribe yet? Y'all been over to T-Bone After Hours? Checked out T-Bone After Hours? Ooh, we got some cool stuff coming over there. There'll be a gate opener video. Might be out when you're looking at this. I don't know. And then we got something else cool coming up. Some of y'all might have seen that in the background. Doing a couple of upgrades to our John boat. So that'll be coming soon. All right, got a clamp on. I'll bolt that down in a minute. Now, I'm guessing it's probably gonna take a few minutes to turn over and get some gas into that bowl. It might go quick, I don't know. I got the choke off right now just so we can run it or fill the bowl up. You know what I'm talking about. Imagining my brain stem, pumpy, 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 fuel level going up in the carburetor. Let's give it a little choke. Choke. Boy, I tell you what, that's cool, ain't it? Now, something else I think I kind of skipped over when I was talking about electrical earlier in the video. You want to check that solenoid, you can unplug it, put your test light. If you don't hear the solenoid clicking, make sure you're getting power and a ground back there to that solenoid on the carburetor. And if you're getting power, you still don't feel the click, take that out and it might be gummed up. You may have to replace it. You may decide to cut the doggone thing off. That's okay too. Somebody's gonna say, ooh, your carburetor's gonna flood. No, it ain't. It ain't got nothing to do with the carburetor flooding. Old school stuff didn't even have that. You just had a high speed adjustment on there for your high side. Thanks for tuning in to Rayleigh's Small Engines. I'm T-Bone. Y'all click that subscribe button, share these videos with your friends. Check us out on Facebook, Rayleigh's Small Engines. Go over to T-Bone After Hours. Make sure you're subscribed over there also. We'll see you guys soon.
Hat on his head, head down his back. Red and black shirt, grease on black. Won't start, won't spin. Customer swears ran yesterday. Yeah, I hear that prayer. Pull that rope, listen close. That motor's talking. It's down to the bone. T-Bone in the shop, late again. Raleigh Small Engines, bring them on in. Mowers and blowers lost their spark. T-Bone brings them back out the door. Yeah, thing, carb full of pain, spark plug black, flooded again. They say scrap it, no, not today. Raleigh Small Engines finds a way.